Hello, my most amazing artist. I am so thrilled to present to you the Farm City Poster Contest. A lot of our students entered this last year, and we actually had 2 winners at the local level. So you'll see their picture at the end of this video and see their projects. But we are all going to create a poster board when we return next week to school around the Farm City theme. This year the theme is Sweet Grown Alabama. There is a packet. It's a PDF. It is at the bottom of this folder in Schoology. And if you want to print this, you can, or just open it up and look at it. This just gives some information. And then if you want to enter your project, you will need to print this entry form and fill it out, okay? Because they require to have your address and phone number and parent email. And so your parent will need to print this and then fill it out, and this won't be due until almost the last week of October. So no worries on this. If you need me to print you one, I will be happy to do so. Let me give you guys some information. The Farm City Poster Contest is put on by the Jefferson County Farmers Federation. There's a banquet every year for the winners, and they provide dinner. It's really fun. And they also have a cash prize. Yes, I hope that the video that you watched before you watched this one gave you lots of good ideas about Alabama farming. I think it's a great video that shows agriculture in Alabama, and it's our #1 industry. So it's really good to know about farming in Alabama and to learn about it. So this says, shoppers increasingly want to know the origin of their food, and studies indicate they prefer locally grown. That means grown here in Alabama, not getting food from other states or other countries. Sweet Grown Alabama aims to strengthen the connection between farm and fork by helping consumers identify Alabama-grown products and the families who produce them. Launched last fall to farmers, Sweet Grown Alabama is a membership-based promotion and marketing program available for any Alabama agriculture product or experience. From juicy peaches and farm-fresh eggs to pumpkin patches and homegrown cotton sheets, Sweet Grown Alabama touches all sectors of farming. It also gives grocers, restaurants, and manufacturers a way to distinguish Alabama products from those imported from other states or even overseas. Organizers, sponsors, and members of Sweet Grown Alabama believe the brand will add value to farm products, increase consumer demand, and ultimately enhance profitability and sustainability of Alabama farmers. Agriculture is Alabama's #1 industry. Many commodities are produced here locally, including beef, fruits, timber, cotton, flowers and trees, and more. There are an abundance of local farmers markets who bring in local produce and products to our urban areas. Even urban farms and greenhouses grow fruits and vegetables for their communities. In a world where our population is steadily increasing faster than our farmers can produce, it's important to strengthen and empower our local farmers so that in return, consumers can enjoy and invest in our local commodities. Agriculture is in and around everything from the food that we eat to the products we purchase. With this year's theme of Sweet Grown Alabama, we should all take tremendous pride in our locally grown commodities and locally made products. So that's just some information about Sweet Grown Alabama and farming. This contest is open to grades kindergarten through 6th grade. So if you have an older sibling that's in 5th or 6th grade and not at Bagley, I'd be happy to submit their poster for them if they want to enter the contest as well. Posters must relate to the theme, which is Sweet Grown Alabama, and those 3 words must be on the poster. So you have to think of a way to incorporate those words on the poster. I'm going to show you some posters from last year so you'll see how they wrote the theme on there. Let's see. You're going to get to choose whether you want to do a half sheet of poster board or a full poster board. So a full poster board is very large. And if you choose to do a full poster board, you will have to work on it at home some, because we will work on it at school starting next week, and we will probably work for 2 weeks on it in class. But if you do a full poster board, it still may not be enough time for you to finish during school. You can use any flat medium, but you cannot make it three-dimensional. So you can't glue products on your poster. You cannot use glitter. So you can use markers, crayons, colored pencils, oil pastels, paint. You just can't glue anything on there. Let's see. Your poster has to be horizontal. So look, this is a horizontal sheet of paper. It goes long ways. This is also called landscape orientation. If you draw your picture vertically like this, it will not be judged. So your picture must be drawn this orientation, which is called horizontal. Okay, there are 2 categories for competition. So kindergarten through 3rd grade will compete, and then 4th through 6th grade will compete. And then the criteria for judging is creativity, originality, neatness, overall appearance, and relevance to the theme. These are due by October 30th. I have to turn them in by October 30th. So I will be giving you a deadline of probably the Monday of that week. And then it says entries become the property of the Farm City Committee of Alabama and may be photographed or reproduced in a calendar or any other publication as the committee sees fit. So they do take your poster, especially if you win, because it usually gets put into a calendar, which is pretty cool. All right, first place is $100, second place is $75, and third place is $50. That's at the local level. If you win first place at the local level, your poster will go to the state and it will compete at the state level. If you win at the state level, first place is $200 and second place is $100. If you don't want to submit yours for competition, you don't have to. You can keep your poster, but this is what we're going to be doing for the first 2 weeks in art when you return. Okay, I'm going to show you some winners from previous years so you can get some ideas, and we'll talk a little bit about those. So here are the state winners from last year. The theme last year was Keep Alabama Growing. So if you look, you can see where each poster has the words Keep Alabama Growing on them. Again, these are the winners. So look at how creative they are. Look at how they were creative in writing the theme, Keep Alabama Growing. A lot of the winners use the state flag, or they use the state of Alabama. So if you see on that one, the state is pictured in the middle. That one has the state on it. So if you can draw the shape of the state of Alabama, that one has the state of Alabama on there. That's really important when they judge. So these are all really good. Some are painted, some are colored, but if you notice, the coloring is very neat, so you'll want to take your time. Look at that. The middle of the sunflower has the state of Alabama. Think of creative ways to incorporate that. These are ones from a different year, but also winners. All of these are winners. So I love how colorful they are, how people incorporate the words. Look at that, agriculture, food for life. They wrote life really big and drew the picture within the words. So think of creative ways to lay out your poster. This week, you are going to use your art paper that I provided for you, use your supplies, and come up with a sketch or an idea. A sketch is what artists create before they start on their final picture. So you will use your art paper, draw your ideas out on your art paper, and then put that in your folder and bring to school, because on October 12th we will start this project at school and I will give you your poster board that you need. So this week you're just drawing it on a small sheet of paper. Remember to draw it horizontally and not vertically. Okay, here's a picture of the banquet from last year. Those are my 2 kids hanging out in front of some of the posters. And here are our 2 winners from the local level last year. We had a 2nd grader and a 3rd grader place and get to go to the banquet and have their poster honored at the banquet. Have fun and be very creative. Remember, the theme is Sweet Grown Alabama. Practice writing that. And email me if you have any questions.